first.
Yeah, Jerry Thompson, Ducks Illustrated magazine for Lou. Have you been in a situation before, looked like where you were fighting through some pain maybe, and can you remember a situation in other big games, and how did you do that?
I could go back to the Arizona State game in Pac-12 tournament. I just, kept fighting through it. I know that we needed that win, and then, fighting adversity and, missing shots, and, I felt like playing defense was just going to get us the win.
Additional questions? Okay. In the front. Warren, go ahead.
Paul, you struggled in the first half. Actually, you didn't put any shots up. I think you were 0 for 2 in the first half. Did you come out expecting to try more offense, in the second half? Was that something since you were scoreless in the first half?
I mean, me personally, I'm not someone that's going to force anything. I think the coaches, they were just telling me to just stick with it. Things are going to open up eventually. Me having 2 fouls in the first half kind of crippled me as well because, they're a team that's very good at taking offensive fouls or charges. And I think second half, with a lot of the penetration, late shot clock situations, I just saw some things that were open, and I just decided to exploit it.
Second row on the right.
Josh Peter with USA Today. How did a team like this go from losing, horrifically at USC to now running off 9 straight wins and beating a 5 seed by 18 points?
I think, well, for starters, that game against USC, it really didn't embody who we are as a team. I think after that game, that's when we really start to reward the people such as like Francis Okoro, who have, have had a very positive spirit. And, I think that change has been very big for us, and everybody has kind of fell in line with that. So, I think everybody is fine with how this team is shaped up now. And, I think we're, like I said before, we're playing the best basketball of our entire year just now. So
I've said the same thing as him. Like Francis and, Ehab, coming off the bench, exploiting into, like, the defensive role they need to, and, playing big minutes for us.
We'll go on the left, 5 rows back.
Bill Breaker, KWVA Sports. For both of you, you turned a team that averages about 9.5 turnovers a game to, 15. I mean, defense has been big the last 9 games, but especially today in the second half. Talk to me about that.
In the first half, we lapped on some of the open shots. We didn't contest, get out on the open shooters. We went into the locker room. We talked about it, came out the second half, ready to roll.
yeah, I think coming out in the second half, I mean, I'm not sure what were the turnovers each half, but I know it was big for us going into the game that we get deflections. They're a very good team, especially Ethan Happ, who's able to see over defenses and kind of exploit some of the mismatches. So I think for this game, we just wanted them to think twice about making a easy pass or kind of cut off some of those lanes, and I think it kind of turned out well for us.
Go middle, 3rd row.
Yeah, you just touched on it, but did you kind of sense it was kind of like the Washington game, close at the first half, and a chance to break out? And what was the message from Coach at the end of the first half when it was so close?
It was a tie game at the end of the half. He said we playing the best basketball we playing, and we didn't want it to get any higher than it was. And coming out in the second half, we knew we had him.
Yeah, I think we talked about the Washington game at halftime. We said we've been in this position before, so we had a very big spark with Kenny being a defensive threat that he is in that second half, and I think that really set the tone.
Front right again.
For both you guys, I'll start with Lou. Good interior defense on Happ. I think you had 2 or 3 blocks there late in the second half where he tried to wheel inside. Huge part of your game is rim protection. Did you sense that in that second half, that they were being frustrated when they would go to the goal?
Ethan, he's a good post player, so he likes to go baseline. We read that from the first half, and leading over to the second half, we didn't want that to keep on happening, so we obviously readed him, and he turned the ball over multiple times.
Yeah, I think one thing that we talked about was the moves that he was making whenever he was sensed maybe a second defender coming his way. We did see that he loved the baseline, so we tried to take that away and kind of force him to make a play either for others or kind of just shoot over someone. And I think Kitty did a great job of timing whenever he was going to go up. And as a player, when you have somebody that athletic that you're facing, you think twice about certain shots that you take, certain passes that you make. So I think that second half, we kind of planted that bug in his head. He's, like I said, he's a great player, but I think we did a good job team-wise defensively.